Hey, 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 cool.
Episode 53, what up, baby?
Hit the key drop. Hey, 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 hey.
Y'all know what time it is. Happy Monday.
Hey,
Britney Jane in the building. What up, though?
hey, hey. I'm just a smooth ass nigga, just a cool ass nigga. Yeah, bitch, you know how it go. Young nigga fly like a bat.
Happy Monday, what up, baby?
Trying on your ass like a crow. Then when I beat him to the paper, I'm a motherfucker hater. I just gotta let a pussy nigga know. Yeah, nigga high in the crater, and a nigga too clear. Smoking on the pound of the road.
Comment section, what up, baby? I'm sending
Tell
apples
him
now.
watch a nigga drip. Bitch, I'm getting mine like a
Shout out
nigga
DC.
tip. Swear I'm on the grind.
Shout out Carolina.
Fuck with a nigga, show you how to
Shout out
keep
LA.
it. Tell a player roll, keep sticking to the
Yonkers, what up, baby?
Bro, got the chickens, I ain't talking about the strips.
Denver, stand up.
Wait, bro, got the chickens, I ain't talking with the strip. Hey, told that bitch eyes on me, now listen here. Stay with them backwards, I feel like a deer. I'm in the sky, nigga, so like a lick. Captain the gym, nigga, watch how I stick. Hey, cool, you look like the man of the year. That's why these bitches, they screaming at shit. And I finesse with the click. Hey, guess what I said to them? Told a little bitch, I'm a Mac. Hey, yeah, bitch, I big by my racks. Hey, that nigga big by my sack. Hey, might hit your bitch from the back. Hey, that nigga spitting that crack. Hey, that crack when I'm on the track. Hey, yeah, bitch, you know that's a fact. Hey, yeah, bitch, you know that's a fact. Hey, hey, dripping like the dishes, nigga, dripping like.
Down, bring it on down, man. What up, though? Episode 53. Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Anthony Train Johnson, live in the building. It's Candid Talk. Y'all know what it is, man. Shout out to Spreaker, Spotify, and all major platforms out there showing us love. iHeart, we love you too, baby. Shout out to the big dogs up top, Darnell and Carnell. Y'all know what it is. Comment section. Good to see y'all already. Y'all pulled up strong. Y'all pull up fast. I feel good this Monday. I feel great this Monday. Y'all want to know why? Because I got some R&B in the building. Y'all know what's up? Them rhythm and blues. You feel me? I feel good, y'all. We got Britney Jane in the building, y'all. To my people, Central VA, DMV, hell, East Coast, all over the world. My people out there in India, everybody. I want y'all to take time to meet the wonderful, the soulful, the talented singer, songwriter, artist, Britney Jane. Make some noise, please. Yes. Britney Jane, how are you?
I'm good.
You feeling good?
I am.
You look good. Look vibrant. You know what I'm saying? You look like you're doing good. You living well. You know what I'm saying?
I am.
Sun shining on you over there in Denver.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sunshine
Man.
and snow.
I like that. Well, y'all, I'm gonna give a little backstory for y'all real quick. I've known Britney for some years now, almost 10 years, I believe it is. Mm-hmm. And we have been young, aspiring entertainers, and we have grown together. Mm-hmm. And we've seen the bottoms, and we've seen failure, and we've reached a lot of our potential, and we're getting to where we want to get to. And now it's just great to see you on the other end, man.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look back years ago, if I'd have told you, I'm going to have a radio show, you would come on that thing with your new songs and your work. God, look at God.
Amen.
Man, I'm telling y'all right now, man. Y'all get to know her. Y'all can hear some soulful music. Can I play them some music today? You got some tracks for us?
Yeah.
Okay, we got some fire.
People.
I'm letting y'all know right now. I already been on it. I've been ahead of the curve. I've been vibing for a little while off this music, man. But Britney, I'm going to formally introduce you. I'd like for you to tell them how old you are, where you're from, and just give them a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm Britney Jane. I'm 32, Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I'm 32. I feel like I'm like 25, so it feels good.
Definitely.
I'm originally from Roanoke, Star City, but I've lived in the Lynchburg area for a little bit, but now I'm in Denver, Colorado. I've been there for about 7 years now, almost 7 years. And I love music. I'm starting to love to write music.
Okay.
But yeah, singer, songwriter, R&B, and yeah, I'm happy to be here.
So from early age, I'm guessing from a teenager, you was always thinking in your mind like, man, I really would love to sing for a living. When did that really blossom in your brain? And you was a big dreamer, I'm guessing. When you first thought of that, you feel like you can achieve and grab it. So speak on that, when you was young and how you was feeling about that whole idea.
Yeah, I was actually 12 12 years old, and I had begged my dad to buy me a karaoke machine. And he was like, I'm not going to do it. You're not going to use it. Well, he ended up getting it and surprised me with it. And I sung on that karaoke machine night and day.
Okay.
And I was singing like Aretha Franklin, Etta James, you know, all that. And so that's what really started. I would just perform in front of the mirror, and I was like, man, I'd love to do this one day. Like, I wanted to be a teacher, but I was like, but singing, being a singer on stage, performing, that's what I want to do.
You know, I think the thing I love about artists is the vulnerability that you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? Being able to put something together in your head and presenting it to the world and not knowing how they're going to react. You know, talk about that in the beginning when, you know, you wanted it, but man, I know it had to be an aspect of you that was a little fearful of like letting people hear you sing or hearing your songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dealing with criticism, whatever, whatnot. So how was that getting over that hump of the early, you know, shyness hump of letting people hear it? Because, you know, they hear a little bit of your soul when you start to give them stuff like music. So speak on getting over that hump of being worried about, you know, what they think. Am I going to suck? Do I sound good? Like, what?
Honestly, I think that's something that it's like a process. You know, like even where I'm at now, I still have those, like every time I'm about to release a new song, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, like are people going to like it? How are they going to feel? But it's just that thing, like I do music because it makes me feel good. Yes, I want people to enjoy it and love it, but ultimately I'm doing music for me. Okay. You know, I'm releasing how I feel, my feelings through lyrics and stuff. And so I think it was just me like making that decision and telling myself like, okay, remember why you're doing this. You know, remember how music makes you feel. So don't get caught up in all these other thoughts of what are people going to think? What are they going to say? Because it's like, I had to tell myself like, look, God's giving you a gift. Embrace that gift. Stop comparing yourself.
Oh, that's key. Because, you know, a lot of people get lost in comparing themselves to others. And, you know, once you start doing that, you know, you start seeing their success and you feel like you're not making the right moves and you're moving on the wrong clock. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of that goes on around, you know, Central VA. You know, a lot of people want to watch and compare and compete. But, you know, you said it perfectly. Like, if you just focus on yourself and your goal, your tunnel vision, everything will work out. Everything will work out. And so now, you know, to fast forward, you're in Denver, Colorado, and you know you're doing music now, and you know your love interest, your boyfriend does music with you also.
Yes, he does.
Speak on that, you know, because I can't imagine dating someone that's in the craft that I'm in. I can't imagine dating a woman podcaster. Like that,
really?
That's like I would sound. It sounds you know great, but I just you know I can only imagine what's that like to have that bond to have somebody that gets you, because you know in our lanes. We may date people that don't believe in entertainment or what we're doing, and they not really trying to hear you talk about your songs or whatever. They not really believing in it. They're not really talking about it, not really gassing you up or even, you know, supporting you. So talk about, you know, dating someone that's in the lane you're in and how that's, you know, maybe been beneficial compared to past.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Donnie Blow, by the way.
Shout out.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's just that thing. It's easy, especially when I have those moments where I do get in my head about things. It's nice to go to someone that can relate, you know? So I think that's the thing is like having that companionship and that accountability partner to like hold me accountable. Like, you know, if I need to sit down and like spend time writing, or if I need to like get my business stuff in order as far as with like my music, it's like he's there to remind me, and I do the same for him. So I think it's more so of just like it's just I don't know, it just works. I feel like it's so much easier when someone is in the same kind of the same spectrum. I mean, he obviously isn't like an R&B singer, so there are some things that are not going to be the same, but for the most part, you know, our dream and our passions is music. And so it's like we just I don't know.
Was that him on the song Blossom? Was that him?
Yes.
Y'all will hear him. Yes. Y'all will hear him very soon. Y'all will hear him very soon. Very good blend right there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I feel like when you date people, here's the thing. You notice different things. You notice if someone really cares about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And to have someone like you got, I'm guessing y'all can just be honest as you want. You know, it's like, hey, You might sometimes you might be, hey, that's trash. I don't like that.
Yes.
And I switched it up. I don't like that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
that helps out a lot too, though. That helps a lot having someone that loves you, that's speaking on your best interests, that want to help you. So I'm glad that's going well, and more music will be coming from both of you. Did you see? Does he drop his own music, or y'all like to just do collaboration music as a group, or how?
No,
break that down to the people.
He does his own thing.
Okay.
He was actually part of a group, Cap 6, out in Florida, Miami. So yeah, he is doing his own thing, and then I had this song Blossom, and I was like, oh, this would be great for him to be on. So it just, I mean, we don't collab that often. We do have another song together, but it's just, if I hear something, I'm like, oh yeah, this is perfect for him, like, or vice versa.
You got any dating tips for the single people in their early 30s or early 40s? Shout out.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
Honestly,
What's the code? Like, we trying to break the code.
Just don't give up, I guess.
Okay.
And this time that you are single, really truly focus on what it is that you want.
Okay.
And make sure that you truly know who you are and that you know how to love yourself.
That's very
Because a lot of times we get in relationships and we're like, okay, great, now I'm not single anymore. And then you lose yourself. And it's like, you just got to get to that point where you don't lose yourself. And that's something that I love about my relationship is like, I'm myself. I do what I want to do. Donnie's totally supportive in everything that I do. And it has that team feeling. So just be patient,
patience, man. Golly, man.
It's hard, but
God,
enjoy
this day and
it.
age, you know how this day and age crazy, man. Social media crazy.
Oh my God.
These damn OnlyFans is jumping. The Cash App girls is going crazy.
Yeah.
Gunshot. Cash App girls going crazy. I call them Cash App girls. They live right now, and to be in this day and age, I was talking to a business owner, very wealthy man, millionaire, got a wife, kids, and all this stuff. He's probably like, he's young, like 40 something. I'm like, yo, like, what's the keys to, your relationship with your wife? How are you doing so well? And he said, Anthony, be honest with you, I stay away from social media. Not saying that we, that's the actual, but he told me from what he is experiencing. He said, look, man, it's too much. You know what I'm saying? He said, now, you're an entertainer, so you need to be on social media, but I'm a guy behind the curtains who owns a business. I don't have to be the face of the business. You know what I mean? So social media, he says, too much temptation. It's too much distasteful things on there.
It's so
and everybody's
much.
one swipe away. He said, I'm so accessible to people. My wife is so accessible to people. So they kind of stay off the grid. He said every now and then, I think they have an account. They just never on it. He said every now and then we'll drop a Christmas photo. You know what I mean? Not everybody know we're doing well.
Oh.
So in this day and age, we got the hardest day and age to date in.
Oh my God, it is.
And you do R&B, so I would look at R&B like it started to grow into something else. Nobody trying to push no real love, soulful music. So to hear your real music is refreshing.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Because now which is all boom bam, the sex wham, like there's no real soul into a lot of music right now. So what I'm saying, artists like you gives people like me hope.
Thanks.
Yes. And shout out to the comment section. I see y'all, man. Look, we pulled up on Facebook Live. I'm sorry I left y'all last, but y'all weren't ready. The car was running. I had to go. Y'all was not ready. We pulled up to Facebook Live already. We went to them streets and hollered at the people. And now you can tell your friends to pop up here. Comment section. I see y'all as always. Rodney says, that is more of a me problem than a media problem. Okay, well, that's a key point right there. Speaking of relationship and social media. Now, Rodney, I feel you on that because self-control is everything. You know what I mean? We all control our world. We all control our environment. But some people feel like their world gets a little contaminated by the outside world. And I think that's where my old millionaire buddy's thinking. He's like, I don't want this in my world. I don't need this. Yeah, I'm not a jealous. He said, I'm not a jealous man. He said, I'm not a protective man. He said she can be on Facebook and run all over the place and do what she wants to do. But for me, for myself, my peace, he said I didn't want it. And he said, and my wife, she wasn't big on it either. So we just fit perfectly together.
That's smart.
You know what I mean? So that fits perfectly together. But now for people like us in our lane, we got to be on social media.
We got to.
You know what I'm saying?
It's, yeah.
I've dated in the past to where, women that they didn't like all that social media heavy presence and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo,